Artfight 2025 is coming upon us, and before we get into it, I want to talk about the reaction to Artfight 2024, bro. So much drama, so much unnecessary drama, bro. You never see me like this about drama. I am a drama frog. I consume drama 24 hours of the day. I be drawing, and then I be watching drama on the side. I be going outside, my earphones have drama playing in my ears. So when the drama is something I'm complaining about, it's not good. Now this video, if anyone doesn't know, is about an event called Artfight on artfight.net. It's an event made for artists where artists draw other people's characters, all that sort of stuff. You don't need to know Artfight to get into this. This is like actually just a really childish situation that has to do with the content creators. Like post editor me in here right now. I say content creators a lot, but I'm talking about the content creators who doom post. I don't know if I mention it later on, but I want to say it early, okay? I'm talking about the doom posters. It's people who are talking shit, the people who are scaring people into staying out of Artfight because they don't want to deal with all this like scary shit, bro. Like low-key, you gotta pack it up if you're gonna start complaining about human nature. So let's get into this. I'm not gonna waste any more time. 1. Old players versus new players of the game, okay? So I'm gonna explain what Artfight is very briefly. You join the event if you're an artist. There's 2 teams you can pick from in the month of July, and if you're on one team, you have to make art of somebody else's character on the other team to gain points for your team. People share and trade arts throughout the entire month of July, and at the end, whichever team has the most points wins the game. That's it. You're not winning any prizes, you're not winning any money. That's it. You're just sharing art and having fun. In my opinion, that's what I'm thinking. Although I don't think this is fully an argument between new and old players, I do think that a lot of it has to do with just different genres of players and different types of people. A lot of the points that these content creators bring up about why they disliked Artfight 2024 and like criticizing these certain groups of players, new players are gonna fall into this category by default because they just don't know how to use the site. They don't know the culture, and they really are just here to have fun. So I'm gonna start with one thing that I definitely do think will affect the new players. All the rest are gonna be a little bit ambiguous, but this one most definitely does. Number 1, you must say thank you for every single art piece that you get. So for anyone who already forgot the rules of this game, one person sends an art piece to somebody of the opposing team, and then the opposing team sends art to the other team. For every art piece though, there's a comment section. There's also another feature called a revenge. Okay, I'll give you an example, okay? Somebody sends me an attack. This is not my art. This is my friend's art. However, they sent me this art piece and they were on the opposing team. So now I have the option to either, first of all, there's a comment section, and then there is a revenge. I sent them a revenge, a drawing of their character. Oh my gosh, my old art was so bad. But you get the point that you're able to send back an art piece. The major consensus and ultimatum was that like, if you get an attack and you don't really want to draw back, or you're just burnt out, you just really can't do it, you just say thank you. And I think that everybody can agree with that. But this 1% of content creators who made their videos, they were like crashing out because people didn't say thank you, saying that this is the one major point why Artfight 2024 was horrible, was because people didn't say thank you. And why I bring up this old players versus new players thing is that the new players, they probably don't even know that a comment section exists. Maybe they have a slight suspicion that one should exist, but they don't know how to navigate the platform. A lot of players didn't even know how to navigate to like the attacks that they got from other people, the art pieces that they got sent to other people, because of the weird language that the thing chooses. And you may say that it's easy. You may say, oh, the language is so easy to understand, bro. Just look up a tutorial. Bro, come on. We know you all have that one friend that is like, no, I'm just gonna click buttons until I figure out how it works, bro. Like, let's be 100% real. Not everybody is gonna do exactly what you want. Not everybody has the exact same brain as you, and it might take them longer to understand certain concepts and shit like that. So they don't know what a defense is. They don't know what an attack is. There's a lot of things that they want to do. They're thinking about other things on the priority list rather than, oh, something that they don't understand, such as the defenses and the attacks. Do I think that some people are kind of mean and they just purposefully don't say thank you? Yeah, but do I think that a lot of people don't say thank you because they have a bunch of other reasons, such as they just don't want to have social interaction, they don't want to deal with the stress of having to respond to somebody else? Yeah. I give a lot of benefit of the doubt to a lot of people because I don't make drawings in the assumption that I get something back out of it. That's like the whole thing, is that they're so contradictory. These people who make these videos are so contradictory. They're like, We're about celebrating the art styles of other people. Like, it's about giving, not about getting, and then you're crashing out over somebody not giving you a thank you. There's a total difference from somebody just being disappointed that they didn't get a thank you. You know, it's obvious that you're going to be disappointed, but it's very different when you have that entitled attitude, like, I worked so goddamn hard on this drawing, you must say something back to me. I don't like that. I don't fuck with that stuff, and that is just my first point. My second point is this thing called mass attacks, and this is the funniest one because these people had to change their argument because they realized that they were contradicting themselves. So there's these things called mass attacks. When you make an attack or you send an art piece to somebody else, there's really no limit as to how many characters you put on the drawing. So some people be making art pieces and they have hundreds of characters in there to get a lot of points. Obviously, we all know it's for getting a lot of points, and honestly, I think that's funny as hell. It seems fun, right? But a lot of these content creators, they argued that it was low effort, but then they were like, wait a goddamn minute. Didn't we say that low effort doesn't exist and that you shouldn't call somebody's art low effort? Hold the phone. We've got to change our argument. And then when the argument changes, they're theory crafting what they're thinking. They're saying stuff like, oh, Artfight was supposed to be fun, not about just gaining points. People can do both at the same time. And since we all know what they're thinking on the inside is that, oh, you didn't draw my character good enough. Oh, my character is like 2 pixels. I think it's funny to make fun of being like, oh bro, you drew my character. My character's only like 2 pixels in your damn photo. And it's a funny thing. It's not, I don't know how you can get mad at somebody for that shit, bro. Like, I would be so happy to just be included in something like that. Like somebody just spending a bunch of time just drawing a bunch of different characters. I don't care if other designs are given more attention than mine. I'm like, you tag me in this? 100 different characters from 100 different people are in here? That's cool as hell. I don't even care what happened to my character. Not gonna lie, I don't care if my character was like a mush in the ground. Like, literally, it's just cool to be included in something like that, and I don't know why people were getting so mad about it. Like, I really don't. It seems like a you problem if you're getting mad about that, because you can't say that you shouldn't care about the points, this is about the artist, but then get mad when somebody includes your character in this mass attack for points. These points, you don't feel like they deserve it. Not just that, you say that low effort art doesn't exist, but you're saying that they drew your character with low effort. Like, two can't exist at the same time. My point is not that you can't be disappointed. My point is that you need to stop virtue signaling and just say what you really think instead of lying. I don't know how many flippin' times I have to preface this, but yes, there's people who can make mass attacks just for points and nothing else. Like, they're not having fun. They want to kill themselves as they're drawing the image and they just want to get a bunch of points. Sure, we could say that's what's going on. But yeah, on the side of the argument that they bring up about what people are thinking, saying stuff like, oh, they're doing it just for points, it shouldn't be about just points. I do think it's about, a lot of it can be about points for these mass attacks. However, I do think that they're having fun, and if you don't think that they're having fun, it just doesn't make sense in my opinion, because it's a voluntary action. They decide to do this voluntarily. Most people, they don't want to torture themselves with something they don't have fun with. So, on to the next point. This is a real thing. You can be up in my comments saying that this doesn't happen, but because of this toxic inhuman culture, people begin to feel guilty even if they did nothing wrong. Quote unquote, we should be celebrating everybody's art style and art fight, they say, but you really shouldn't have to. My philosophy throughout this entire thing is just to have fun and be respectful. That's all you need to do. Something notably bad though is that people put on their profile, don't attack me if you have bad art. That's actually straight up rude. No need for that. I could see why it would ruffle some feathers, but remember that as an artist and as somebody who's online, you have the choice to interact or not. So with that, who the hell cares if they have that on their profile if you don't even know them? These people, they give so much power to individuals they don't even know. I'm flabbergasted. Stop attacking content creators is the last point that they had, okay? Dude, I think with this take, we're forgetting that the revenge feature exists. The revenge feature is a part of the event where after getting attacked by an opposing team member, you can attack back, meaning if you attack your favorite artist, they may send you art back. Again, I already like mentioned this revenge feature, but like, let's stop pretending that this started only happening in 2024. It's getting exhausting, okay? People have always sent attacks to their favorite artists. They've always sent attacks to people with better art than them in their opinion, in the chance or the off shot that they may get art back, okay? It is totally natural to want art from somebody you know rather than somebody you don't, okay? And yeah, I'm a content creator. This might come off as like me being biased, but my opinion has not changed throughout this entire thing. Do what you want and have fun. Be respectful, okay? Don't be going after your content creators saying, why didn't you revenge me! That is the actual problem. But that's all I gotta say. I'll be coming out with an art fight tutorial video later on, but I wanted to say my opinions about this toxic culture these artists have created and let y'all know that you don't need to adhere to strict rules to participate and that you can just have fun. Do I think that thank yous are nice? Yes, of course I do. I think that everybody should say thank you if they get an art piece. However, it should not be required, and you should not expect anything. You shouldn't even expect a singular attack in Artfight. I'm gonna be 100% for real. Just go in and start drawing for fun. It's not about the other people. It's about you and having an outlet to your creativity. Peace.